និយាយទៅយើងគួរតែយ៉ាងតិចយល់ fundamental របស់ programming បើគេបន្ទាប់មកយើងយល់ fundamental របស់ programming ឧទាហរណ៍ data type algorithm អីចឹងយើងអាច transfer skill ទៅភាសាផ្សេង
Basically, like if you build a website, like how long would it take to build those websites?
But when you make a website for your own, it's different from making a website for the client.
So, hello everyone. ស្វាគមន៍មកកាន់ episode ថ្មីនៃ The Unofficial Podcast video របស់ខ្ញុំដែលថ្ងៃនេះខ្ញុំបាន invite my friend who's studying at the same major as I do, and before we studied together he used to work for like បានរៀងច្រើនឆ្នាំដែរ and have some experience. So today I invite him to join and talk about his experience. So bro, can you introduce yourself?
So hi everyone, my name is Phouthun. As Kuga said, I'm studying with him currently, Master Mui Knia. And before I came to study in Australia,ខ្ញុំបានធ្វើការ for រយៈពេល3ឆ្នាំជា Salesforce developer គឺស្តៀង web developer នៅក្រុមហ៊ុនមួយនៅស្រុកខ្មែរហើយមុននឹងទៀតខ្ញុំបានសិក្សា computer science នៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យសាមញ្ញជារងថាហៅថាសាកលវិទ្យាល័យ Paragon.
Okay. So អញ្ចឹងថ្ងៃហ្នឹងដូចយើងបាននិយាយគ្នាពីមុនអញ្ចឹងគឺខ្ញុំចង់សួរតាក់ទងពី web development អញ្ចឹង first of all, like how you get exposed to the field?
និយាយទៅខ្ញុំ expose លើកទី1ជាមួយនឹង web development គឺកាលពីខ្ញុំរៀននៅស្រាប់ bachelor ខ្ញុំនៅ computer science នៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យសាមញ្ញនៅក្នុង course web development នៅសាលាហ្នឹងបាទពួកគេមានអ្នកខ្លះមានសិស្សខ្លះគាត់ធ្លាប់មានបទពិសោធន៍បង្កើត website មុននឹងចូលរៀនជាដំបូងតែខ្ញុំអត់ទេខ្ញុំ first experience នៅក្នុង course នៅសាលាហ្នឹងមក
I see. Yeah, and ពេលរៀនហ្នឹងមិនដែររៀន like ពេល first experience ហ្នឹង
Yeah, the web development is a skill that ជា in demand ច្រើនរាល់ហើយនេះ so it's a very useful skill if you're good at it you will always have you can find some work to do basically so I thought it was a very interesting course we didn't go very deep in the course we just learned the basics of web development stuff like CSS HTML PHP stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But so that course was really just meant as a starting point. So I would say that when I started working, that was when I really developed my web development skills. What we learn in the classroom, it's practical, but it's only theoretical stuff. You're just learning in the classroom. The way you learn, like any skill, it's better by doing it by practicing. So when I got the job, I think that offered me a real opportunity to really develop my skill.
ហើយពេលធ្វើការហ្នឹងដែលមានជួបអីដែលពិបាកឬក៏អីបែបហ្នឹងចា៎
Yeah, it's not exactly web development. What I did exactly was called Salesforce development. តែវាស្តៀងគ្នានិយាយទៅបច្ចេកទេសហើយជំនាញការងារពីរហ្នឹង skill ពីរហ្នឹងវាស្តៀងគ្នាខ្លាំងតែមានខុសគ្នាតិចគ្រាន់តែខ្ញុំជា developer Salesforce នៅលើ platform Salesforce តែមួយទេតែបើ web developer ទូទៅគេអាចបង្កើត website លើ platform ដទៃប្រើបច្ចេកទេសផ្សេងៗក៏បាន But coming back to your question, any difficulties that I encountered, even thoughខ្ញុំធ្វើការលើ Salesforce development, it's true also for all web development. In all web development, the languages that we use, the tools that we use, they're always evolving. So you never really stop learning. So you always have to keep up to date with the tools or the technologies that you're using to develop the website because they change basically all the time.
I see. តែពេលធ្វើការធ្វើបានប៉ុន្មានឆ្នាំដែរ
ខ្ញុំនិយាយទៅ graduate ចេញពីសាលាភ្លាមឆ្នាំ2017មកដល់ដើម2020ចឹងថា3ឆ្នាំចុះ
3ឆ្នាំ
2ឆ្នាំកន្លះទៅ3ឆ្នាំ
Yeah.
So Before you do web development, I think you should have a fundamental understanding of programming. PSR programming coding language មានច្រើនណាស់ហើយនិយាយទៅតាមកន្លែងណាយើងធ្វើការឬក៏តាមអ្វីដែលយើងចង់ធ្វើយើងអាចប្រើភាសានេះប្រើបច្ចេកទេសនេះប្រើ tool នោះតែនិយាយទៅយើងគួរតែយ៉ាងតិចយល់ fundamental របស់ programming បន្ទាប់មកយើងយល់ fundamental របស់ programming ឧទាហរណ៍ data type algorithm អីចឹងយើងអាច transfer skill ទៅភាសាផ្សេងទៅភាសា coding language មួយទៀតដែលយើងមិនទាន់ស្គាល់ឲ្យតែយើងយល់អំពី fundamental របស់ programming នេះយើងអាច transfer ចំណេះដឹងរបស់យើងទៅភាសាផ្សេងតែសម្រាប់ develop skill web development ម្ដង there's really no secrets you just have to practice like any skill you have to practice so you can make your own websites you can try to find freelance projects and for actually learning the skill there are more than one way there are many online courses online resources available សម្រាប់ web development ឧទាហរណ៍ខ្លះត្រូវការលុយខ្លះ free ឧទាហរណ៍ Coursera Khan Academy website គេហៅ massively online course ហ្នឹងយើងអាចរក course web development តាមនឹងបានបាទ
Okay and then សួរមួយទៀតដូចតកតងពី trend នៃ web development ហ្នឹង like what do you think of the trend in this year
the trend is the same as it was from previous years and it's constantly evolving like I said at the start web development is a skill that will always be in demand okay ក្រុមហ៊ុនណា business ប្រភេទណាក៏ត្រូវការ website ដែររាល់ថ្ងៃនេះ you can make like it can be anything can be a business application can be an online storefront it can be a blog basically everything is online these days as we have seen the COVID situation for example for education we move a lot of our learning online so as we can see web is very important these days so web development the demand for this skill will only continue to grow this year and for the future
okay so និយាយទៅឥឡូវវាមាន resource like you can build your own web online right yeah like
some resources some website like WordPress you can even make your own website without learning how to code you can drag and drop your own components that is still limited those features are limited by whatever they offer so if you want to build something really complex complicated you should learn web development but it depends on what you want to do you don't have to learn it if you just want to make an online storefront but if you want to do something more complex then yes you should learn web development
I see so basically like if you build a website like how long would it take to build those websites
it really depends it depends on the type of website it depends on what you're trying to make so as I said if you're just trying to make an online store you can find an online template for the website and then you can fill it with your listings and stuff like that you don't even have to hire a web developer if you're trying to make something new really something like a business application or something that's customized to a client then it really depends on what the client needs and the complexity and how you communicate with them back and forth but when you make a website for your own it's different from making a website for the client when you make a website for a client you have to take into account what they want it's always a communication process back and forth
so when you with today's technology it means that everyone can build their own website like the basic
definitely.
one
yep definitely
so yeah so អញ្ចឹងវាទៅអ្នកខ្លះក៏គេអត់ដឹងថាគេចង់ធ្វើឬក៏អីតែគេអត់ដឹងថាគេអាចធ្វើបានឬក៏អីចឹង yeah so like this video if they watch it then they would know that oh everyone can make their own website
yes you basically if you just want to make an online storefront or a basic personal website you don't need to hire a web developer because that takes time and money if you take some time to learn the tools yourself you can make your own website very easily these days
yeah so អញ្ចឹង I think that's it. Now we know that everyone can build their own website. So the message is everyone can build their own website at the end.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. ចឹងអរគុណច្រើនដែលបាន join ក្នុង unofficial podcast របស់ខ្ញុំហ្នឹង
បាទអរគុណដែលបាន invite ខ្ញុំមកនិយាយលើ podcast
Yeah. So yeah មានប៉ុណ្ណឹង and មានចាំជួបគ្នានៅ episode ក្រោយទៀត Yeah តែហើយប៉ុណ្ណឹងហើយបិទ close ចោល
Bye bye
Bye bye. Yeah, that's it.